Here is one of our proud graduates. Let's keep it going. Are you ready? The one, the only, Sid. Give him a big hand. Sid's coming forward.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and those of you who are not decided yet. My name is Sid, just Sid. I want to tell you a little story about the hat. I buy the hat, my personality, my persona, and I take it home and I say to the wife, "So honey, what do you think? Indiana Jones?" She looks at me, she looks at the hat, and she goes, Freddy Krueger. I go out the other night to get myself pizza. I say to the guy, "I want all the pepperoni on one side of the pie." He goes, "Yeah, that's a half a pepperoni and a half a cheese." I said, No. I want the whole pie pepperoni, but put all the pepperoni on one side. He says, "Yeah, we call that a half a cheese and a half a pepperoni." I said, "No, you don't understand. I want all the pepperoni on one side." He says to me, "I'm confused." I say to him, "You know what, forget about it. Just make it meatballs." I go to the supermarket and I look for a parking space, one without a shopping cart in the middle of the space. I'm driving around and I find one. And I start backing in and boom! I hit a shopping cart. Thank God the kid was okay. It seems like lately, everyone in my life has stopped talking to me. Except for the voices in my head. And all I hear them saying is, "Sid, you're not funny. Sid, you're not funny." Then I realized it's not the voices in my head. It's the audience. I've recently decided to start going to Starbucks for the free internet, the use of the bathroom, and I can hang out there all day, and I ain't getting locked up. But the internet is very slow. So I go up to the barista and I say, "How do we kick this thing up a little?" And he says, "Well, you order yourself a mocha grande." Goes a little faster. Order yourself a mocha venti, and we get it to go really fast. And if you want our fastest internet, order yourself a mocha latte torrenta with 2 shots, and we'll throw in free porn. Now, a lot of you are going to find this hard to believe. But I'm a cop in a very small village here on Long Island. And in the summertime, we got a boat. We actually have a boat all year long. They just put it in the water in the summer. And I locked up a guy a couple of years ago for boating while intoxicated. And the boss says to me, "How'd you know he was drunk? Was he weaving all over the place?" I say, "Oh, boss, everybody out there is weaving all over the place." He says, "Was he going too fast?" And boss, everybody out there goes too fast. He says, "Well, how'd you know he was drunk?" I said, "Well, he couldn't swim a straight line." Last summer I'm out there, and I hear a commotion going on. And as I approach this particular boat, it's a group of teenagers, and I hear one kid in the back go, "Have you ever seen such an old cop wearing a thong?" I got so angry, I put my meanest cop face on, and I said, "It's a Speedo." So this morning I go to the diner for breakfast. The server comes over to me. He starts to ask me. I go, I know exactly what I want. Says perfect. Said, I want a glass of water, no ice. Cup of coffee, no milk, no cream. I'd like 2 eggs. One over easy, the other one over medium. I would not like any potatoes. Like an order of white toast, lightly toasted, dry, with butter, not margarine, on the side. Need an order of bacon, very, very, very crisp, not burned. An order of link sausage, split and fried. An English muffin, lightly toasted, dry, with butter on the side, not margarine. And can you do me a favor and put it all on separate plates? Says no problem. Immediately, I know there's going to be a problem. Turns around, falls into the kitchen. A number 7, hold the margarine. I go, whoa. Forget about that. Just make it meatballs. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sid. That's my time. Thank you for your time. God bless and good night.